What is up, YouTube? Spree Gaming here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make Spiderman in UFC 6. Now, the tutorial is a little bit all over the place. You're going to see the character done and kind of not done in certain parts, but just follow along and you'll be able to create this character just like I did. The first thing we're going to do is the face template 21. That's what we're going to use before we start sculpting to hide the eyes. And right here is the sculpting sliders. I'm gonna be quiet for this part. It goes ahead maybe like 15 seconds. So be sure to pause it, guys, and follow along. I will be talking to you here after this segment. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's focus on the body type. The body type, I was kind of, in between two. Body 5 and body 9 are pretty much the go-to sizes that you want for a Spider-Man. We're gonna be focusing on the mask. I already had one eye that I thought that was pretty good, but I like this eye instead, which is the Gaudy font number 4. Gives it a nice arc, has, a pretty decent size. And if we adjust it just right, it gets the eye lens perfectly. Delete that other D. Let's copy this one. And what you do to one side, you do to the other. There you go. That looks pretty good from here. Okay. So what you're gonna want to do now is just cover the face as much as you want to with these shapes. Get it pretty good right underneath there. Once it starts entering the eye, you kind of just want to stop. So basically in this part throughout the mask, I just cover everything that you see up until the eyes. Right there. And then I put the D letters up top, on top of both of what I have so far. That way nothing is covering the eyes, and then just use whatever shape you find convenient and you should be good. Remember to have this on top, ladies and gentlemen. If you are having trouble finding it or putting a different shape and it's getting lost in the colors, use a different color. Find the place where you can put it and then just go ahead and make it red once you have it placed. So, right here, we're gonna be focusing on the Spider-Man logo. I was gonna do it in the back, but I ran out of tattoos. There are other methods that you can try, but let's go ahead and focus with this one. Shape 37 is gonna be the head. It has like an octagon type of shape. Make sure it's dead center in the middle, not too big, not too close to the man boobs. Just right dead center in his chest, not too high, not too low. And always have a reference. So I have a reference that I'm looking at right now, but you could always find another one somewhere online. You can make it a different spider logo as well. This one is definitely an easy one to do just because I feel like I figured out how to do it just this way. So right here, there's like a little neck. Go ahead and make sure you scale it and stretch it downwards. A little neck right there. And then this neck shape, it's kind of like a butt plug. If you look at it, it's like butt plug shaped. So I don't know, maybe a triangle? Triangle, yeah. Triangle looks pretty good. Remember, just try to get it dead in the center as much as possible. Mess around with it a little bit. Yeah, that looks butt plug shaped. Not as much as a triangle now. Now, what you're gonna wanna do is come over here and get these V's. You can find other V's as well, but the specific V that I'm looking for is more clean cut with like sharper, like sharper corners. There's a bunch of font here. I don't want to deal with that. Let's go over here to Gaudi fonts, and that's what's gonna be our like legs, so to speak. So it kind of connects right there. Looks pretty good. Adjust it as much as you want to. It's not that big anyways. What's bigger is the actual like point of the legs. And then what you do to one side, you're gonna do to the other. Go ahead and copy that, flip it, line it up as best as you can. There you go. Now for the legs are a little bit sharper. So you gotta find a sharp J. So over here in the Charlemagne font, perfect, flip it. Go ahead and scale and adjust, and then just put it at the very ends of your V's. And what you do to one side, you're gonna do to the other. Just go ahead and flip it. Very easy. It's not like the Venom, the Venom tattoos that I do. This is by far the easiest Spider-Man so far. And then just make sure you play around with it. You don't wanna have it too wide. You can always adjust it here in the future, but for right now, I just make sure that I get it nice and perfect so I don't have to go back as much. Copy that, put it right here. Make sure it's nice and angled. Okay, now we're gonna copy the V again. So a spider has 8 legs, we'll do the V. And on the logo, it kind of connects to like a little piece. So we're gonna kind of play around just with how big we make it and how it kind of connects to like the lip of one of the legs. Just kind of mess around with it a little bit. Oops, sorry about that. Get a J. Well, copy and do it to the other side. And then you're gonna get one of these little spiky J's. And then you're gonna make it a little bit longer in typical Spider-Man fashion. All right, what you do to one side, you do to the other. We're already getting the basic shape of it. It's looking really nice. Nice angle for that one. One more. And remember that right here we have some area issues with the tattoos. This is why the whole video is just the way that it is. But just focus on the sections. Don't focus on the suit just yet. It looks nice. Just nice and pointy. Remember, you can adjust this as much as you want. If you have spare tattoos, you can kind of do the same thing. But I didn't have any spare tattoos, so this is all we have right now. Now we're gonna be focusing on the suit. Let's start off with the easiest part, which is gonna be the legs. We're gonna have the red boot. Make sure you cover the foot, kind of go below the knee, just kind of like underneath the back, calf area, not too high, and then hit it with some blue. The blue has to completely cover everything, and then you can just adjust it. Go up high, there you go. Put it below, right below. Looks pretty good. And then what you do to one side, guys, you're going to do to the other side as well. Just make sure you can do it the opposite way. You can put it full blue with a little bit of red. Just make sure you rotate it around just so you can make sure that it's the same, I guess, the same length. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but I feel like it matters just to rotate it just that much to see if it's perfect. You know, line it up. There you go. Start from the bottom and then kind of just adjust it. Get it as close as possible. That's the legs. Easiest part. Now, you're going to see me use yellow. You're going to see me use red, blue, and stuff like that. It's also things don't get lost. So right here first, we're going to have yellow. This is going to help me define where the shoulders end. So let's put that right there. And that helps us avoid clipping for the tattoo and makes everything so much easier. So we're gonna have that as yellow. And let's go to the arms. The arms, he kind of has like this like rounded shoulder color look. Before we get to the design, it like focuses on like the muscle. So we're gonna kind of focus on that right here. Put that at that top shoulder muscle. And then what you do to one side, you do it to the other. All right, looks pretty good. Like I said, get it as much as accurate as possible. Move it back, make it big. Looks pretty good. All right, now it's, I forget which part we should do. Make it yellow. Make it yellow for now, only because we're trying to do something where the colors don't clip and everything works out perfectly. I wish I knew how to explain it better, but yeah, just so the colors don't clip. You bring this red one up to here, as you can see, underneath the yellow. Perfect. We're gonna hit it with blue here eventually, but this is gonna be the main color. And we're mainly doing this, guys, because of the spider webs on the suit. You don't want it to be all over the place, especially the blue part. We're trying to be very like clean and not messy. So put this all the way at the bottom. Make sure the mask is good, everything's good. All right, so we're gonna add another shape that is yellow. We're gonna put it right here and see how high it goes up. Looks pretty good, covers the back. Bring it all the way down under everything. There we go. And then we're just gonna be focusing on the spider webs. This is gonna be a nice little part. It requires maybe not as much as I did, but you can kind of adjust it as much as you want. We're gonna go with these outline shapes. Shape 26 of the rectangle, you're gonna go around. Make sure when you wrap it all the way around, those little dark black ends, they just disappear completely. Now, this is why we did this. So the shoulder clips for the tattoos, it disappears. So that's why we're focusing on it. There you go. Copy, paste, start working your way up towards the face. If you're having a hard time seeing the black, go ahead and make the helmet, the face mask, whatever you want to call it, make it yellow, and then when you're done with the outlines and you're happy with everything, make everything that is yellow red. So to not cover the eyes, we're gonna go a little bit upwards. Let's see right here, perfect. It doesn't go above the eyebrow. Technically the eyes are the eyebrows. So we go right above it. Right above it, keep going up to the top. And that should be good. Any area that is left like that big, we're gonna be using a letter to help fix that. And then we're going down here just to kind of see how it looks so far. Looks decent. Let's go down here real quick and just copy and then start going downwards. You're gonna see, look right here, it disappears in the shoulder. You can kind of see it. So go to where it doesn't kind of hit the shoulder, and then we'll work on the shoulder later. And then just go down. You don't gotta make it super wide or super thin. Just adjust it as much as you want to. I might even go back and adjust it and see what I can do for the tattoos. But just go all the way down. Don't worry about the arms yet. Don't worry about the belt. Nothing. Just focus on this little part, and everything will make sense once everything turns red. So we have everything looking pretty good. Now we're gonna focus on the vertical ones. So go as high up as you can. Make the thick black disappear. And then go focus on where the face is. Copy. You don't want to get it on the eyes. So get it on anywhere right there. And then just start going around. And you'll start to get that like plaid pattern, that spiderweb pattern. You'll start to get that. Let's go all the way around. There you go. A lot of tattoos, but like I said, just focus on how much spiderwebs you want. You don't have to make it this thin, but I thought since we're here, let's go ahead and go for it. Perfect. Now you can see we have this open space that is gonna be just not have a spider web. We have a plan for that. Go to the eye, Charlemagne font number 9, and right there you can use it. Now you gotta do a little bit of trickery with the scale and stretch. Make it a little bit thinner. Let's get it right in the middle. Let's go all the way up, right in the middle, perfect. And then try to thin it out. So that looks pretty good. We're gonna do it again, but this time we're gonna do it and we're gonna hide it, the top of it, in the eye, where it's kind of like underneath the eye, but it's like the eyebrow, and then just go straight down. There you go. Hide that right there. Make sure you mess with it a little bit, make it a little bit thinner. Copy it as much as you need to. Actually, we're gonna delete that one. I didn't like that one. There we go. That was pretty good. Make it a little bit thinner, scale it, copy it, put it right next to it. This is so the spider web starts to really just emphasize on the face. All right. And then what you do to one side, you're gonna do to the other. Kind of just above the eye, right there. Use that thick black part right there just to kind of cover the hand. Start working your way down. Just make it a little bit thinner. There you go. Go to the other side. Yep, copy, paste. Right there. That looks pretty good for a spider. Let's go right there. It's even better. Work your way down. Remember, hide the black part. That's the most important part. Near the eye. That's good. Maybe one more. Yeah, right there. That's perfect. Just a small adjustment. So that is the Spider-Man stripes. Looks pretty nice. Now we got to focus on doing the rest of the chest area. Let's see if I can find it. Where is that? Yeah, there's really nothing else. Let's see. There we go. We're gonna find this shape, put that right there, and this is gonna finish the chest details of the spider web. And that's it. For those black parts you see right under the chin, go ahead and just put a red square over it. I think I skipped it in this tutorial, but I did end up going and putting some red squares just to cover it. Looks good so far. All right, now we're gonna have to do a little trickery here. This blue. So remember clipping. You see how it goes underneath the armpit? We're gonna have it go underneath the armpit and like this, a little bit thin, and then put it like that. But you just want one though. You don't want that. You don't want a small little portion. You're gonna make it a little bit longer to where like the arm and the glove kind of forearm touch. And you're gonna match it and just cover up that little red underneath the armpit as much as possible. There you go. You don't want to clip it too much. It's a little bit thinner. That looks pretty good right there. You're gonna mess with the thinness of it. I don't know. I didn't want it too much red, too much blue. Just perfect. I like to be perfect. So it looks pretty good from this angle. Now, what you do to one side, you're going to do to the other. Again, just wrap it around, make sure it's thin. Go down to where like the forearm is, where like the gloves start. And then just cover up that red underneath the armpit. Make sure you rotate. It looks pretty even from this side. Okay. And then just put it underneath the yellow shoulder pad thing. So from here, just put it in the back for blue. Right there. Again, you're trying to avoid the clipping and everything like that. I mean clipping like the arm has a certain segment, the shoulder has a certain point where tattoos disappear and it becomes very square and it just starts clipping and overlapping each other and looks terrible. Okay, now, so it starts with, you know, bam. And then right here, switch it to red again, bam. All right, we got a shoulder over here. Bam. So it looks pretty good. I'm gonna mess with the stomach area just a little bit where the blue kind of like helps form the belt and it's like wrapped around his waist. I'm gonna adjust this as much as possible without really ruining it. There we go. Just get it, you know, follow the lines. There's that space underneath the armpit. We'll hit that with a blue square or a blue something. But this looks good right here. Now it's starting to come together and look really well. Don't do that. All right, and then for the arms, guys, you know, we're running out of tattoos. 96 tattoos. Spider webs, okay? We're cheating the system here just a little bit. We're doing the spider web, not too big because it starts to become thicker black, but not too small either. Put it underneath so where it's not exposed on the blue, which is what we wanted in the first place. And then hit the shoulder pad with another spider web. There you go. And what you do to one side, guys, you're going to do to the other. Make it big, cover it up right there. Not too high, not too big, because it starts to become thicker than the lines. Move it down so it's not hitting the blue. And then hit the shoulder pad right there with a dark, there you go, a little darker miscellaneous 11. And there you have it, Spider-Man. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy about how it came out. I hope I walked you through this just to kind of You know, I hope I walked you through this enough to where I explained everything. But if not, watch the video, guys. You have you have eyes. And if you enjoyed this tutorial, guys, go ahead and give a thumbs up. Comment down below who I should make next.